Hello everyone, welcome back to the YouTube channel. Why did RAF crews call the Vickers Wellington the Wimpy? And why did they trust this fabric-covered bomber more than any metal aircraft? Today, we're diving deep into the incredible story of one of World War II's most underrated bombers, exploring how its innovative design, resilience, and reliability earned the respect of its crews and cemented its place in aviation history. The Wellington entered service in 1939, at a time when the British Air Ministry was looking for a medium bomber that could perform long-range missions and survive the perils of modern warfare. While heavier four-engine bombers were on the drawing board, the Wellington was a two-engine design, relatively modest in size and appearance. Its lightweight fabric-covered exterior and unique geodetic structure initially drew skepticism from engineers and pilots alike. Many wondered if a plane made largely of fabric and latticework could withstand the rigors of battle. The nickname Wimpy came from the cartoon character J. Wellington Wimpy from the Popeye comics. The bomber shared the name Wellington, and crews affectionately adopted the playful moniker. At first glance, the name might have seemed to undermine the aircraft's toughness, but over time it became a badge of respect. The Wimpy was more than a cartoonish nickname. It represented a plane that could take damage and still bring its crew home safely. The secret behind the Wellington's resilience lay in the geodetic construction designed by Barnes Wallis. Unlike conventional stressed-skin metal aircraft, the Wellington's internal frame was a lattice of intersecting load-bearing members that formed a rigid yet flexible structure. This allowed the aircraft to absorb and redistribute forces when parts of its structure were hit. Bullet holes, flak damage, or even missing portions of fabric did not necessarily ground the plane. In multiple recorded incidents, Wellingtons returned from missions riddled with holes and torn skin, yet their crews walked away safely, a testament to the engineering genius of Wallis and the design team. This structural robustness made the Wellington uniquely suited to early World War II operations, particularly night bombing campaigns. As the RAF's Bomber Command began striking targets in Germany and occupied Europe, the Wellington proved to be reliable, predictable, and extraordinarily resilient. While its bomb load and ceiling were smaller than those of the later four-engine heavy bombers, the Wellington's dependability in adverse conditions earned it the trust of every crew that flew it. Pilots and crew members learned that in the chaos of combat, the Wellington often outperformed expectations. Over 6 years of continuous service, the Wellington flew more than 47,000 operational sorties, more than any other British bomber. Its missions spanned from strategic bombing raids over Europe to anti-submarine patrols in the Atlantic, from mine-laying operations to reconnaissance missions. The Wellington's versatility was another factor in its legendary reputation. Crews trusted it to perform a variety of roles in vastly different theaters of war, from the deserts of North Africa to the skies over Germany, without compromising safety or mission effectiveness. First-hand accounts from crew members reveal the bond pilots and aircrew developed with their aircraft. Many describe the Wellington as a loyal companion, capable of enduring damage that would have destroyed other planes. One pilot recalled returning from a mission over Mannheim with large sections of fabric shredded and structural damage visible across the wings, yet the aircraft handled like a plane, untouched. This kind of experience built deep confidence, turning skepticism into genuine admiration. The Wellington's legacy is not just in its durability, but also in the engineering principles it showcased. Geodetic construction, a concept Wallis pioneered, distributed loads evenly across the airframe. This principle allowed forces from flak, bullets, or structural stress to be shared among many members, preventing catastrophic failure. While other bombers might have suffered total structural collapse after being hit, the Wellington could continue flying with remarkable stability. Engineers today still study these principles to understand load distribution, damage tolerance, and lightweight structural design. Another defining feature of the Wellington was its adaptability. As the war progressed and technology advanced, the aircraft took on specialized roles beyond traditional bombing. It was modified for maritime reconnaissance, anti-submarine warfare, and training missions. Each modification further proved the platform's versatility and enhanced its reputation among crews. Its reliability in these diverse missions strengthened its mythos as the bomber you could count on, no matter the circumstances. Despite its relatively modest appearance, the Wellington consistently outperformed expectations in combat. Crews came to understand that the plane's unassuming looks masked extraordinary capabilities. Unlike the shiny, heavy metal bombers that were often fragile in unexpected ways, the Wellington could survive hits, maintain flight, and bring its crew home. Its nickname, Wimpy, became a term of endearment rather than derision, symbolizing both affection and respect. Historical records, wartime statistics, and first-hand accounts all confirm that the Wellington was one of the most effective and resilient bombers of the war. Its 6 years of service, thousands of missions, and the lives it saved made it legendary. The combination of thoughtful engineering, operational versatility, and the unwavering trust of its crews is what made the Wellington stand out among its peers. The story of the Wellington is a testament to innovation, resilience, and the human element of warfare. It shows that ingenuity and clever engineering can sometimes triumph over brute strength or heavy armor. The Wimpy reminds us that effective design is not always about size or appearance, but about reliability, adaptability, and the ability to keep people safe in the harshest conditions imaginable. In the end, the Vickers Wellington earned its place in history, not through brute force, but through trust, ingenuity, and the quiet brilliance of Barnes Wallis's geodetic design. For the men who flew it, it was more than just a plane. It was a protector, a partner, and a true hero of the skies. The nickname Wimpy may have started as a joke, but it came to symbolize courage, resilience, and the extraordinary capability hidden within a seemingly modest bomber.